Alright guys, I got the DNT NVMD-C200 clip-on monocular scope and then also magnifier. Show you guys that there's no bulkier group in this firearm and there's no magazine, so I can safely show you this. Here, let me get you guys all set up. This is just my phone, but alright, I like having it in front of the red dot because I'll show you guys here in a second. Whenever you go from 1 to 2, it's all digital, so whenever you're zooming in and it gets fuzzy, so does the reticle, and it gets extremely fuzzy. So that's why I like to have it in front, and the reticle stays the same, so it's kind of like just like a second focal plane, but I'd rather have it like that way. Because I already have an astigmatism, so ain't no reason for me to make it even worse. But so how you adjust the focus is this front piece, and then you can adjust the eye relief in the back too. Get you back on here, so you can twist it, and that looks extremely nice, especially for 6x through a digital nighttime and daytime. And here, let me show you guys a quick way you can change brightness settings. Is you just tap this really quick and it'll show you in that corner right there, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6. And I like it on level 4 because that's more accurate to kind of what it looks like outside. I'll zoom back out real quick and I'll turn off the red dot, kind of show you guys what all you can kind of do with this scope. So press and hold that button you press to turn the brightness settings and everything. And then also to increase magnification, you act like you're tightening it. I don't think it can. Yep, it can't right now because I'm in the settings right now, but it's kind of the same thing. You go right, it goes down, and then you go left, it goes up. So you can switch from magnifier to clip-on, which is what it's in right now, but I also like being able to zoom in, and I'm going to check out and see if the zeros hold whenever I do that, so stay tuned for that. But scope mode, I'll show you guys that. And then it got this, you get to choose between a couple reticles, but you can connect your phone to this to where you're looking through your phone like you're looking through the scope, which I think that's badass. And you get zeroing, and then it's all digital. I'll back out of that real quick. And then reticle settings, you got to choose between this one, a nice little T, a box, and then you can hide it if you want. I like it on this one if I do have it on scope mode, and that's another reason why I like having it in front of my red dot, is because you can put it in scope mode and it still looks really nice. So press and hold, and then you can back out just like that, and then go back to the settings. So flip to side, action camera, PIP settings, which is like a picture in a picture, and I'll put it to the left real quick, and that way you guys can see that it does a nice little picture with that reticle zoomed in. I think it's badass. And then keep going down, recoil activated video, magnification settings. I like it in this because you get 1 all the way to 6, or 1 to 3, or 1 to 5x. So back out of that real quick. So you get a couple color options: full color, black and white, green phosphor, which I think looks amazing at night because it's just like Call of Duty, and I think it looks a little bit better than the other 3. But for this purpose, I'll bring it back to full color. And then function settings: auto power off, loop recording, audio on or off, gyroscopes, which is how you can see if I move to the right, it's not level anymore, but as soon as I bring it back, it's green to show me that I am level. And then you can bring a compass on, and then screen brightness, which I kind of showed you guys a quick way to do that instead of going all the way into the settings. And then press and hold, back out, and then you can go to system settings, date, time, language, format, restore, available storage, and then your version number. Back out, back out, back out. Accidentally clicked into it. Back out, and then yeah, no, I think it's badass. And even in that picture setting, that picture in a picture still zooms in even further than whenever you got it to all the way to 6x, which I think is awesome. So here's another reason why I like it in front of the scope instead of just in clip-on, is because I'll turn that off real quick. Whenever you're adjusting the settings, it does nothing, it just stays in 1x because it's meant to be a clip-on. But I'll put it back on magnification mode, and then you got to go back to your magnification settings, because whenever you switch from magnification settings to, or magnifier mode to scope or the other one, it'll change it automatically to the 1 to 3, and that's not what I want. Here, and then I'll turn that red dot back on again. Yeah, but this is the main reason why I like having it behind the DNT, is because that reticle stays the same. It doesn't get fuzzy, doesn't get blown out. So this is the way I run it. I'm going to test and see if it actually holds 0 whenever you go all the way from 1 to 6. I'll test all the settings. So then at that point it would be like a second focal plane scope. But yeah, no, this thing is pretty badass for the price. Don't sleep on DNT. They're coming out with some really cool products. This is my first digital daytime, nighttime optic, and bear with me, I am recording this on my phone, so don't got money for all those new cameras and stuff. But it does a really good job at being able to see kind of like it's just in daytime. As you can see, it's getting dark out now. But I'll do a nice little nighttime video and show you guys what it looks like too. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.